Nuclear doomsday in 72 minutes. Imagine this. It's 3:26 a.m. in Washington, D.C., and the President of the United States is sound asleep in the White House. Suddenly, a rogue missile streaks across the sky from halfway around the world, detected in a mere 0.4 seconds by U.S. satellites. In the blink of an eye, faster than you can say apocalypse, the world teeters on the brink of total annihilation. But here is the jaw-dropping fact that will keep you up at night. A full-scale nuclear war would drag on for years like World War II, which claimed 85 million lives over 6 agonizing years. No, this nightmare unfolds in just 72 minutes, vaporizing cities, igniting firestorms hotter than the sun's core, and dooming 5 billion people to a slow, agonizing death from starvation, radiation, and chaos. Did you know that right now, in 2025, with tensions boiling over in Ukraine and North Korea flexing its nuclear muscles, we're closer to this doomsday than ever before? Buckle up, because this is the harrowing story of how a single misunderstanding could end civilization as we know it, and it's not science fiction. It's based on declassified secrets and expert simulations that reveal the fragile thread holding our world together. Let's rewind to the spark that ignites the inferno. Picture a desolate launch site in North Korea, where dictator Kim Jong-un, emboldened by years of unchecked aggression, orders the firing of a Hwasong-17 intercontinental ballistic missile. It's not a test this time, though North Korea has conducted over 100 since 2022, often without warning, rattling global nerves. U.S. infrared satellites spot the plume in 0.4 seconds, but initial assessments dismiss it as another routine provocation. 3 seconds later, confirmation. It's airborne. By 6 seconds, trajectory data flashes across screens at the Pentagon, Northcom in Colorado Springs, and Stratcom in Omaha. Alarms blare as analysts realize this isn't heading for the Pacific, it's arcing toward the U.S. East Coast, possibly D.C. or New York City. Panic sets in. 15 seconds post-launch, the path is clear. It's a decapitation strike aimed at crippling American leadership. Now, the clock ticks mercilessly. Ground-based radars need 8 minutes to confirm, but the president is roused from sleep at the 5-minute mark. Groggy and disoriented, he's handed the nuclear football, the briefcase containing launch codes, and briefed in a bunker beneath the White House. He has just 6 minutes to decide. Intercept? Retaliate? Do nothing. U.S. interceptors fire desperately, miss by mere inches due to the missile's blistering speed Mach 10, or 7,600 miles per hour. Then, horror compounds. A second missile launches, targeting California's Diablo Canyon nuclear power plant. It strikes first, unleashing a radioactive inferno that dwarfs Chernobyl, contaminating the West Coast and beyond. The East Coast missile follows, detonating over D.C. in a blinding flash. A 1-kilometer-wide fireball erupts, vaporizing everything in its path at temperatures reaching 100 million degrees Celsius hotter than the sun's core. Within 3 seconds, heat ignites fires miles away. In 60 seconds, 1 million people are dead or dying from shockwaves that flay skin and rupture organs. But this is just the opening act. The president, if he survives the initial blast, his helicopter evacuation, thwarted by electromagnetic pulses, frying electronics, authorizes retaliation. From silos in the Midwest and submarines lurking in the Pacific, 80 warheads rain down on North Korea, obliterating the regime in a symphony of destruction. Yet, here's the fatal twist. These missiles must cross Russian airspace to reach their target efficiently. Vladimir Putin, already on edge from the Ukraine war that's dragged on since 2022, misinterprets the barrage. Russian early warning systems, notoriously glitchy. Remember the 1983 false alarm that nearly triggered Armageddon? Detect 50-plus incoming threats. Assuming a use-first strike, Putin unleashes Russia's arsenal. 400 ICBMs from silos, bombers in the skies, and submarines beneath the waves. The U.S. detects this counterstrike and responds in kind, dragging NATO allies into the fray. Europe erupts in flames as missiles crisscross the globe. In 72 minutes flat, the launches cease, but the real horror begins. As the dust settles, literally survivors emerge into a world transformed into hell. Firestorms rage, consuming oxygen and scorching hundreds of thousands alive. Radiation poisons the air, water, and soil, triggering acute sickness, uncontrollable diarrhea, blistering burns, and cancers that ravage bodies from the inside. But wait, it gets worse. Nuclear winter descends as soot blocks the sun, plunging temperatures below freezing even in summer. Europe freezes solid for months. Global agriculture collapses. Crops fail, livestock dies, and billions starve in the ensuing famine. The ozone layer shreds, unleashing ultraviolet rays that mutate DNA, causing blindness and skin cancers. Ancient plagues thaw from Siberian permafrost, spreading unchecked in a lawless world. Society fractures, governments evaporate, cities become ghost towns, and survivors huddle in bunkers or underground, scavenging like animals in a Hobbesian nightmare, where life is solitary, poor, nasty, brutish. In short, drawing from Annie Jacobson's chilling book, Nuclear War, based on interviews with military insiders and declassified documents, this scenario isn't far-fetched, it's eerily plausible. In 2025, with Putin's forces bogged down in Ukraine, nuclear saber-rattling has escalated. Russia has tested hypersonic missiles like the Kinjal, evading defenses, while North Korea's arsenal grows unchecked. U.S. intelligence warns of loose nukes in unstable regimes, and cyber hacks could mimic launches, fooling radars. Remember, in 1983, Soviet officer Stanislav Petrov averted disaster by doubting a false alarm. But what if next time there's no such hero? Experts predict that in a real exchange, the dead hand systems, automated doomsday machines, could fire even if leaders are vaporized, ensuring mutual assured destruction. Peel back the layers, and the suspense builds. Why North Korea? Kim's regime, isolated and paranoid, sees a strike as a bid for relevance or survival amid economic collapse. But the chain reaction exposes the fragility of nuclear deterrence, a doctrine built on fear, where one miscalculation cascades into oblivion. Historical parallels abound. The Cuban Missile Crisis in 1962 brought us to the edge. Today, drones over Ukraine and satellite jams in space heighten risks. Survivors? A scant 2 billion might cling to life in remote pockets like New Zealand or the Amazon. But civilization regresses to medieval times: no electricity, no medicine, just endless struggle. Genetic mutations warp future generations, and envy for the instant dead echoes Nikita Khrushchev's grim words. The survivors will envy the dead. As tensions simmer in Eastern Europe and Asia, this tale isn't just a warning, it's a wake-up call. With over 12,000 nuclear warheads worldwide, mostly in US and Russian hands, the Doomsday clock ticks at 90 seconds to midnight, the closest ever. Yet, glimmers of hope exist. Arms treaties, though fraying, have reduced stockpiles from Cold War peaks. Diplomatic back channels persist, and public awareness could pressure leaders to de-escalate. But here is the lingering question that will haunt you. In a world where a single glitch or dictator's whim could unleash this apocalypse, are we truly safe or just one bad decision away from the end? What would you do if the sirens wailed? Share your thoughts in the comments, hit that subscribe button for more gripping exposes on global threats, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Together, let's stay informed and push for a nuclear-free future before it's too late.